Jurors in the Delphi murder trial see video and audio evidence that the prosecution says links Richard Allen to the killings. Allen is accused of killing Abby Williams and Libby German in 2017. WANE 15's Alyssa Ivinson was in the courtroom as that video was played for the jury. She and Marcus Truccio have team coverage live in Delphi tonight.
Yeah, Dirk, court got out at about 5:20 this afternoon, so about 40 minutes ago. And as you just said, Alyssa, you were in the courtroom all day today, and the big thing was the video. It's the first time that you've seen it in its entirety, so tell me about it and what the testimony was like.
That's right. The video, it was the last activity on Liberty German's phone, that according to an investigator from the state police. And the video was 43 seconds long. It showed Abby on the High Trail Bridge walking toward the camera and a man behind her. When she passes Libby, who was taking the video, the phone drops down and you can see gravel on the ground and hear a girl's voice say, quote, "There's no path here, so go down here." Then you hear a man's voice say, "Guys," and then a girl say, "Hi." Now, it sounded to me like there was no other audio, but other media in our credentialed media pool say they heard a man speak again. It was a little difficult to hear exactly what was said on the video. But then we heard an audio recording that state police testified was pulled out of that video. It was enhanced. It had a male say, "Guys," a girl say, "Hi," and then you heard what sounded like a male say, "Down the hill." So that is the video that had been released to the media over the course of this investigation. We also then saw freeze frames from that video where you could see the man behind Abby and on that bridge again. And then 3 women testified about seeing the man known as Bridge Guy from that video in the trails that day. The defense argued that some of their testimony didn't match up with the timing of when the video was taken at 2:13, but another woman's testimony did have alignment of a time-stamped photo that would make that timeline work out.
Yeah, so obviously a big day in court because that video, is part of the reason why this got so much national attention at the beginning. And while Alyssa's in the courtroom for most of the day, I'm outside because you're not allowed to have phones in the courtroom. So I'm gathering information as it gets to us, but I'm also speaking with the people that live here. And one Delphi native tells me that this town is ready for closure.
When that happened, it just changed everything in our whole community.
Ann Hughes has lived in Delphi her whole life. In a town where everybody knows everybody, she says the Williams and German families have been intertwined with hers over the years, whether it was church, work, or just seeing each other in town.
We have lots of stories together, and the Germans too. They're so loved with this community, and it's such a safe place to be. I mean, like small towns are.
Hughes says dropping kids off at the Monon High Bridge used to be so normal.
And you could talk to anybody. It was almost like a rite of passage to go back there and hike those beautiful trails, have your senior pictures taken out there. And it would be nothing to take your kids out there and drop them off and let them spend the day.
Delphi's small town atmosphere allowed Abby and Libby's deaths to impact everyone in town in some way. But Hughes says the families were able to take something horrible and pay tribute to them by creating a memorial park.
They loved that area. The girls loved softball, and so now that's their legacy. Instead of them passing away, every time somebody goes out for a concert or a car show or a softball game, that's Libby and Abby's field.
Hughes hopes that the Williams and German families see justice served within the next few weeks.
So the whole family can heal and move on and go back to the way that we were.
And Alyssa, while we've been in Delphi, we've noticed the presence of blue and purple. They're in ribbons around the courthouse and also flowers at the Monon High Bridge. And I've learned that that represents the presence of Abby and Libby still here. Live in Delphi, Marcus Truccio and Alyssa Ivinson, WANE 15 News.